This portion of the news brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Police revealing the identities of the country's latest murder victims. 27-year-old Jason Major of Golden Gates was gunned down on East Street Sunday morning. 20-year-old Omar Stirrup of Catherine Avenue, Nassau Village died on Claridge Road on Sunday. And 26-year-old Christopher Miller died in Nassau Village on Friday.
Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean led a team, including the Royal Bahamas Defense Force and Urban Renewal in that community today, to reassure those residents that the police are working to keep their country safe. Cleopatra Murphy was there.
As the country continues to tackle an escalating crime problem, Nassau Village resident Velma Adderley is calling for greater accountability from parents to help counteract the relentless onslaught of violence. Officers conducted a walkabout in the community that was the site of the country's 78th homicide on Friday. The 75-year-old, who has lived in Nassau Village for 46 years, is concerned with crime, but says the solution cannot come from politicians or police.
My son, when he was living, when he do wrong, I take him by the police station. I don't cover mess. If you come in my house and you got a bag, you got to tell me where you get a bag from.
She says this level of involvement is something more parents should adopt.
If the mother them take their time with their daughters, it won't be no problem. The father stop going to the bar and spending their money and take care of their family, it won't be no problem.
28-year Nassau Village resident Sandra Roll is also worried about crime in the country. She described the killing of her friend's son on Friday as senseless.
I don't see no reasons why they should kill him. I don't see no reasons why they should kill him. The boy, he might have done wrong in the days gone by, but he was a changed man, working for his children. And they just out a man like that. Who give anybody right to take a man's life?
Assistant Commissioner of Police Stephen Dean says Nassau Village is an area that has been plagued by crime, and the heightened police visibility is a result of requests by residents.
We have to reassure residents in these communities that they must be able to feel safe in their community. They should be able to move freely about in their community. They should not be under siege from a few young men who hell-bent on committing crime.
ACP Dean had this advice for young men and parents.
Crime is not the way to go. The results of committing crime is either death or in prison. They are the results today. If your young sons and your daughters are getting in crime, they can end up in prison and they can end up being gunned down on the streets.
Dean says the walkabouts have made an impact and are making residents feel safer. He says police will continue this initiative as they work to reduce the level of crime in the country. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.
This portion of the news was brought to you by McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
This is your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly. The Bahamas Agriculture and Marine Science Institute recently held a staff success and professional development seminar designed to prepare staff to take advantage of an evolving national economy and the Institute's expansion. BAMSI's Executive Director, Dr. Ravinia Roberts-Hanna, explained that as a result of the Institute's position as an essential element in the nation's push to ensure a level of food security and introduce initiatives that support food sustainability, an important component of that effort is the development of an educated, progressive, and critical thinking staff complement. About 60 BAMSI staff members, including agricultural field officers, culinary associates, administrative staff, and faculty from its North Andros facility attended the seminar. In other business news, the Nassau Airport Development Company wrapped up the inaugural exam for its recently launched Maintenance Promotion Assessment Program, with 5 technicians achieving success and gaining greater upward mobility. NAD employs a 46-strong maintenance staff, such as electricians, plumbers, heating, ventilation, and air condition experts, and baggage handling system technicians. The successful candidates were promoted after demonstrating strong knowledge of their specific area of work. And in international news, Eurozone leaders have reached agreement over a third Greek bailout after marathon talks in Brussels. Greece has won conditional agreement to receive up to $95 billion over 3 years, although this has not been finalized. But Greece has had to make substantial concessions in return. This has been your Royal Fidelity Business News. I'm C.S. Scatterly.
As St. Agnes Anglican Church celebrates 170 years, a special dedication festival was held at the church Sunday afternoon. Archdeacon Ranfley Brown spent most of his life at St. Agnes. He reflected on his most fond memories.
Well, you know, I grew in St. Agnes. I have had the experience of serving on the altar with the late Canon Milton Cooper and to go with Archdeacon Thompson, and to have that privilege to succeed them both in this line of leadership.
Archdeacon Ranfley Brown's sermon was a message of history and the importance of knowing from where you've come from.
Well, the challenge is to know the story, know where St. Agnes has come from, and to be qualified and equipped to share that story wherever one may go. Challenges of today is one that causes the church members to understand the need for them to be true Christian witness within and without the church, within and without the home, within and without the country.
It's a tiny little place which offers some of the best fishing experiences you can find in the Bahamas. It may be secluded and tight-knit, but Grand Key is connected. Keisha Adderley found out on a visit to the Key, which neighbors Grand Bahama and Abaco, that it offers some surprising features. Here's tonight's BTC Find Me Island Connection.
Grand Key, quaint and colorful. There may just be more boats here than buildings, and it's a safe bet the shortest highway anywhere is right here. But the attraction isn't all visual.
You never had that? I said, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. A lot of people never had it. Yeah, let me have my own
It has all the ingredients you're accustomed to, but this batch came straight from Craig's backyard, which happens to be the waters of Grand Key.
So this is some tuna salad. It's a pretty common dish, but what's different about yours?
And actually, it's fresh tuna. It's tuna caught from the ocean. We got black fins, yellow fins, and blue fins. So it's real tuna. It's not the tuna in the can. If you eat this, you wouldn't even want to eat the tuna in the can no more. This is the real deal.
Okay, let's take a bite. Fresh tuna. That is very good. Very good.
It's one of the pleasures of this northern Bahamas hideout. It actually comes under the jurisdiction of Grand Bahama, though it's part of the North Abaco constituency. But either way, BTC has it covered.
Yes, I like working at BTC.
Nicola Russell runs the Grand Key retail store. I found out from her, though, modern phones are in demand. A bubbler still has value.
Now this one is more for the, I would say, the mass-sighted or the senior folks, BTC's data network is very reliable. A lot of times I would switch over to, turn the Wi-Fi section off because the LTE network is so good.
It's Franklin Cooper's lifeline many times as an avid boater, and he's found it to be a reliable fishing buddy.
Well, a lot of times before you leave port, you would normally call someone and let them know that you're on the way to look out for you just in case you encounter problems along the way.
So if you're planning to travel to Grand Key, remember two things. There's no shortage of fresh tuna, and the mainlands of Grand Bahama, Abaco, and further away are just a phone call away. Keisha Adderley for the BTC Island Connection.